normally the stream should be higher quality, but I know the camera is on 720p, so that puts me a bit in a bind. But yeah, till I get that, either I pay for the app or do that. But I don't stream frequently enough to do that, so yeah. But I do have my chat pulled up here, and normally I should be streaming on the 8000 bitrate, which is absurd, yes, but necessary, yes, also absurd, yes, but so yeah, I should be streaming 1440p, and I am on low latency. I haven't put it ultra low, but that's the best I'm going to do for now. Yes, it's been a while since I've streamed, so I'm not sure how things work anymore. Well, as you guys can see, I was just warming up a little bit with a couple of things I've been learning in school and stuff in terms of posing. And also things that I have learned on my own. As you can see on the Pinterest page, let me move my OBS studio down here. So just let me organize that real quick. How am I gonna organize that? We're gonna put the where's that YouTube studio, and we're gonna put this. I'm gonna put the chat around here, right? So just in case I don't see the chat, you guys say I don't see the chat. Well, you guys can. I have it right here on stream. Much easier for me. All right. So might as well announce that I am currently streaming on my Twitter, on like my stuff and Twitter and stuff like that. So just give me a moment. Let me tweet it out. Let's see. Oh, it's not even Twitter anymore. It's X now. Yeah, forgot. Currently, and I also like modified my keyboard again. It sounds way too nice. So hard to type from afar. All right, yeah. And for my Instagram, I'm not sure how I would proceed with this, right? Because I'm gonna mute my stream from down here, but I know you guys should be able to hear me properly. I'm going to use my tablet as my Instagram thing, since what I'm using right now is my phone for the camera. So don't know why nothing wants to go full screen. Just close. Yeah, no. And we're gonna add to story, use the camera. I'm gonna take a photo of this, I guess, which I am using my tablet for, which is kind of weird. I've not used my tablet to take photos before, so yeah. And then I'll type currently live on YouTube. This much. Okay, yeah, no, it can't even tell my handwriting. Which in its defense, I do write like a doctor. Streaming. I wouldn't be streaming for long. I'd probably be streaming for about 30 minutes to an hour, since I do need to take a shower. But yeah, at least for the next 30 minutes I'm here. Or 1 hour, I'm not sure. Depends on how motivated I feel to do the stream. Recently getting out art block. Shouldn't be pushing it too much before I get back into that art block. But it was a very long art block, which all artists, do. end up having. So yeah, just in case you guys have something to say in the stream, just say in the chat and I have it, well, up, I guess. Though, let's see. Okay, now it's back in the app. That's better. All messages are visible. All right. So how I'm going to proceed with this normally should be to write the date, which I did write the date wrongly on the other page, but that's fine. 23 10th 2023. And here we're just going to say stream practice, since I am practicing while streaming. Practice. I've learnt many new things in school, you know, been testing out gouache and all these type of things. Since I'm currently in a type of art school for manga, which is pretty nice. And I'm not sure how my microphone sounds, so let me just check that out, which is pretty nice. Oh, my microphone sounds super good, which I haven't, you know, checked out. So, like the pose you guys can see on the stream, I'm gonna be replicating this, but I'm not gonna be giving myself a timestamp. I'm just gonna go with the flow, right? I will buy myself one of those clocks at one point, right? But that will wait. And so what I can see is there is a curve, so a type of S curve going there. We have the head from the back, and if we take the rib cage, take that, go there, and should be going backwards. And since the shoulder is way up, this is way down, so make sure to get that right. And I mean, also getting proportions right should be a type of priority. But if we're going with the flow, might as well not exactly think of that at the moment. That's where I guess the hand will be. But it is pretty long actually. We're going to reduce it to there. And so since the back is coming towards here, we're going to use the back muscle, which is, I don't know, I forgot the name, trapezius, I think. We have the head, which is, we can only see it from a back point of view. And so the ear ends there. If we were to add the shapes, here will be in the outside. I will be correcting this with my red pen later. But right now, that will have to wait. I use cylinders for these. I was trying on the other page to try and use, what's it called? Boxes. Still going to try and use boxes, much simpler to place in perspective. But I feel like I'll use the boxes as a sort of placement and not as the construct of the human body. But that we'll have to see. Let's see, we have that. We have the, here I would actually prefer to use a cube. And this is like as much as of a reference we have got, but you know, we work with what we have. All right, I'm currently using I think this is a Pentel Graph Gear 1000, the 0.7 version, and I also use a 0.3, but I would recommend more around 0.5, 0.7, and 0.9. You shouldn't use too small of a size unless you're really going for fine details, which I'm sure most people aren't. Yeah. And so that is Ref number one, ref pose number one. But let's try and actually place this. This is still going to be like that. I did make lots of mistakes before when I was posing, but if we were to verify, compared to like before, I have vastly improved, and that is incredible since I can actually see my improvement by going a long shot, which I am really happy about. But I mean, it's pretty obvious I'm going to an art school and stuff, you know, might as well improve, take my time and stuff. Because improvement comes with time and practice. I need to get back my practicing habits. Some days I would go without practicing at all, and majority like that's a lot of the times I would just say, oh yeah, I'm gonna take a break, let me take a break, let me take a break, you know. It gets annoying at one point, and yeah, that's how it's been. When I was on art block, I'm still on art block. I love to draw, but I don't know what this art block is. But every day we try and take myself out of it, get back into the rhythm of what I want to do. Let's see, I have some charcoal pencils. That will be fun. I actually accidentally broke out the other one, so this is the only one I have left in, I think, 2B, but I'm not sure. Yeah, 2B. And so we're just gonna give the shadow the form. Only form matters in this, nothing else. Let's see. Here it's ending in the back, so that's actually going like that, like that, like that. Which shows this that there's a S curve, or like a type of C curve. Which curves and everything like that just give the drawing more shape and more movement. Because you're more aware. Now I can see my mistake with this arm, which I need to find my needed eraser for this. But I do not know where to put it. And guys, you do not need majority of the tools I currently have for drawing. I just end up having them, and that's basically how it works. I also I'm currently learning on how to keep viewers entertained, because I know my voice might seem kind of boring at the moment, but it is what it is. You know, make some jokes, make some stuff like that. But I currently don't have enough viewers for that. Yeah, I cannot find my needed eraser, so I'm going to use an old needed eraser, which I would have preferred not to use. Yeah, okay, and it's sticking everywhere, which is a problem. Oh, I shouldn't have put it in my pencil case. This one, a very old needed eraser, and it sticks very easily to surfaces. Okay, I'll just leave the rest of the needed eraser in there and just take a small part. We're just gonna take it slowly. So what I saw with this arm, right, is that this, looking at the negative void, it will give me like a triangle like that. And negative void is like basically the space between the objects, like the empty space in the drawing. By using the empty space, you get more form in than you would imagine. I get much more my form in. As you can see, all this right here is negative space, which this right here, I should continue studying anatomy and using references like this, because this helps me get the male body right. You know, I was thinking I got this right first try, and as you can see, a lot of it is completely wrong. But yeah. So we're gonna write where the negative space is. We're gonna just make a point there. Negative space. Amount of reference shown. Wait, I just wrote this wrong. And just gonna take this mistake. My mistake was that. So now the correct approach would be to go like that. So now we have where the chest is supposed to be like that, and this is supposed to go like almost like that. It's very complicated. Arms are very complicated because your forearm has 2 bones, which is very annoying to even get in. But you know, we're gonna move on to the next pose. I know I have lots of tabs open, but that comes. Wait, let me just don't switch. I just want to. Yeah, we're just gonna leave some of these things, and there we go. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, I know you guys don't see my Discord, but you know, it is life, I guess. Alright, so we'll be moving on to the next pose where I will be doing as few lines as possible just to get it correct. And we're going to go as light as possible because what I've been learning from observation class is that you don't need to be too heavy handed with your hand. You can indicate form by like going so light, and imagine you want to like add that there's like a straight line here, you just add a little bit more pressure or just go through it so many times. But it looks way more cleaner if I was to do something like this, which is like a scratchy lines. And I've learned a lot of this from observation class. So here what I can see is that the foot with the most weight is this one, because when the hips are raised, the foot that where the hip is raised is the one with the most weight put on it, which is what I also learned from like I don't know, living model class. I don't know what it is called. It's basically where a nude model comes in front of the class, and we're supposed to draw. But yeah, that's how it is. So here we'll just give it a slight C curve. And so here we're gonna try. Okay, there I was not listening to my instructions. I said as little lines as possible, but I will come through time. Alright, so if we're to take this, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so around here, I'll just put this like that. Which is, it's not that exaggerated, but sometimes you have to exaggerate the pose. And now we just go with a little circle, since the rib cage is facing more towards here than there. So we're going to take a small circle. We're going to take that, and we're going to make like this because it goes like that. This is just using basic form to indicate anatomy, because anatomy is very complicated and us artists are not doctors, you know. So better off breaking them down into small like bite-sized pieces, where anyone can understand what they're drawing. And so if I were to put it like that, it would be like this. And we're gonna go like this. And so now to know how much weight I'm putting onto the, okay, we're just gonna give myself a little box. We're gonna indicate that there's a little box. We're gonna take the maximum length and we're gonna put it there. And so this is where my feet are supposed to land on. Not further, not smaller. Head I feel is like a little too big, but we'll work on the arms afterwards. And in case you guys want to see my sketch dump, sometimes I post videos like just of like for all photos on TikTok with all my sketch dumps, but like not everything. Obviously, I know can't just exactly show everything. Don't like got the time for that. But like that, if you go curve this, we have the point of our knees. This foot is facing here. This foot is facing here. So already it's obvious, you can tell which foot has the most weight on it just from looking at the feet. That and if we were to go anatomically wise, that would be it. So here we go, like curve it in, curve it out, and here this is what we have is a stick man before we get into the actual sketches. This is like a drawing, right, with a lot of pressing, heavy hitting, lots of sketching. This is a simple drawing where I have removed as much line as I can, because if I do this, I know I will see improvement in the future, which is what I want to see. Here we're not gonna, you know, chicken scratch. Be confident with my lines is already more than enough. And in case I mess up, I just go over it again, but I do not chicken scratch if I don't know the way. The arms and the hands are the same space, and here we basically have our basic pose. Basic breakdown of pose. Down of a pose. I mean, hear myself again. Of a pose. I don't know if I have to increase the sound like that, but the less the mic picks up, the better. I don't know if I have to increase the sound like that, but the less the mic picks up, the better. I don't know if I have to increase the sound like that. Yeah, so okay, I'm gonna start speaking a little louder, and yeah, in case my voice sounds a little British or like American, it's just because in influences English is my first language, yes, but not from both of those countries. I am half Kenyan, half French, so my accent comes from that. Yeah. And so now if I was supposed to take down this break, I would break down this pose. This is actually a pretty decent breakdown, actually. Wow. I'm proud of what I can achieve with the less lines I put in. Now we're going to go into like this is like a warm up, right? I guess I'll be doing 1 hour because 30 minutes seems too small for me to set up a stream and stuff. You know, I wouldn't set up a stream if it was under 1 hour. But how about I go like this: foot construction drawing. Uh, by learning more about the feet. Actually, wait, no, we're going to learn about that afterwards. Let's do head, and we're going to do like maybe be couple of observation drawings on stream. You know, some of them I will submit them as homework since I am currently on vacation, and I will need to submit some observation drawings as homework. Might do some of them on stream, might not do any of them on stream. Now this is, wow, that's beautiful. I would like to actually study this since I'm studying manga, and but it is still the same premise. So I will take a circle. I'm going to try this afterwards with a box. After understanding a little bit of how the head is placed, like that, by using less of this, and I want to use less of my wrist, which is going to have to work. I mean, it is a small sketch. I think I will go for a bigger one afterwards. We go like that. Okay, now we have our the middle point. This is basically where I'll be placing the eyebrows, and so we have the eyes, and here we have that. Okay, I will have to place the nose around here, mouth around here, and okay, I have my chin now. And now that I have my chin, it will be way easier for me to place everything else. Yeah, but if I work on this, I'm pretty sure I'll see more improvement than I did in school. Because in school, what I was still doing my old, couldn't leave my old habits of chicken scratching. As you guys can like know from all my previous drawings and all my line art and stuff like that, you can visibly see chicken scratching, and that was the part where that's something I need to unlearn. So the more I know, obviously, the less I will ever need to chicken scratch, because chicken scratching is basically just comes when you're lost. You don't know what to do in that in a certain situation, and you just chicken scratch to try and find to see if that works. But trust me, it's a very bad habit, and I have been trying to break free from it for a long time. And if we were to go down to the eyebrows like that, the nose sticks out like that. And just by looking at this, I already have a basic breakdown of the face. I never actually did face studies like this, which now I'm looking at it. This is why I went to art school, you know, need to find my art school is not for everybody, right? I could learn this when I was not in art school, but art school has definitely helped me find things I was missing in my art. It's something that helped me improve. It's something that's helping me improve drastically. Some things like I was blind to see before. And that's what I joined art school for, mainly. Also because art school is a manga school, so I would like to do manga. And if we're going by the book like that, I should place the eyebrows up there. The head is supposed to actually be broken down like that, and goes down all the way to the chin like that. See, there I was about to chicken scratch. Oh my god, I was about to chicken scratch again. And I know the term might seem like funny, but it is a problem a lot of us artists pretty much have with our drawings, is that we tend to chicken scratch. And chicken scratching will never help us in any way. But now let's see. I'm going to break down the hair from a basic standpoint. The hairline is around there. Study of head. Well, they will just write study of yeah, the head using a head ref. This is much cleaner than this. Actually, let me even turn the page over and you guys can see the chicken scratching already. This is what a sketch looks like when I didn't know the way, even though I know I was not confident enough to know the way. Right? When I chicken scratch, I mean, these are becoming more confident than the sketches. We can go back. I mean, wait, these are just from observation classes, poses. But if we were to go back when I was drawing random things on in my sketchbook like this, like heads and stuff like that, but when we go back and find the posing has lots of chicken scratching, doesn't seem accurate. I mean, it seems accurate. Well, some of these seem accurate enough, but this is a 5-minute pose breakdown. But when I do a 5-minute pose breakdown, how I would get all the necessary details in. But as you guys can see, that's chicken scratching right there. And you can see that in a lot of my drawings. Chicken. It's like, oh, it's like a chicken running scared, right? Oof, I hit my microphone doing that. But now if you look at these are confident lines. They're confident. And actually, this is what I've come to the realization in this stream that I would need to improve. I was not thinking about this before I got on stream, because I haven't been practicing a lot of it lately. But we did practice it when we came first day, and I just neglected it since. So we're gonna improve my knowledge. And so here we have one layer of hair that's gonna come down like that. Gonna have two like that. If we go like that, and it has a hair that goes something like that. This is just what I'm getting from breaking down hair before, because in class we break down a lot of things. It's more of a breakdown of the basics at the current moment. Basics that I am severely lacking in. But I'll admit it as how it is. You know, I'm getting the silhouette here in the hair, and that is a proper head sketch. That is a proper. I mean, I'm actually even surprising myself here. I didn't know I could do that. If we just erase a little bit, I don't like to use eraser much. You know, it helps you just erase away mistakes, but mistakes are meant to be shown if you want to improve. If you always erase away your mistakes, you're trying to go for perfection, which is not the point in art. Art is not perfection. Art is just a reflection. At least that's what I think. In my opinion, that's what it is. I know I am streaming pretty late. I will try and stream earlier when I actually maybe on days I get back from school. I do my homework on those days, but I might actually even stream myself doing my homework, which will be a different change of pace. We're just adding more to the sketch. This is like was already a good enough sketch, but now it's just getting better. And it's getting better and better. And now if I were to draw the jacket, like something like that. But the jacket will be ending around here. I would believe the jacket to be that, like that. And this is what it means to correctly study a reference. Here I'm recopying, but this will drastically help me improve. If I find my own style after, practicing thousands of faces and stuff like that, or like practicing different creator styles, which is one way to improve. Let me just hatch this in single straight lines like that. That I don't lose what is here and what isn't. And here I don't know what I'm using. I think I'm using a HB pencil. Well, I enjoy drawing. I enjoy it. And as I can see right now, is that if we were to get the eye in, the lips are the only thing that I can see right now in the face. That is completely wrong, including the placement of the jaw. That is completely wrong. But that is to improve. The lips are really just running my whole entire face, but that's okay. You learn to cope with these things. I'm actually enjoying this, so let me just see. I think I should already have a head. Head. Okay. Before I was only interested in studying manga style, which getting out of it really helps improve. I've never studied female faces up till now, actually. So let's study it. So we're going to do a much bigger study than that right there. She has a little bit of a downward look, which if we were to give it shape, I would put that there, the nose. I would put it here, the nose. And if the nose is there, I'll put that there. The chin, right there. So the eyebrows will be like that. But from what I'm seeing is that the nose curves in, curves out, and then curves back in. It gives it a nice, simple. And here I'm not trying to give it max. Well, I'm not trying to give her. Sorry, it sounds a little too rude. But I just say that when I'm studying. But let's do this. And honestly, I have so much of an influence on because of drawing too many males. So all my female characters end up looking masculine, which is not a bad thing. I do like masculine females, but I also need to know how to draw feminine ones, which is why I am studying it at the moment. through countless studies, countless hours drawing is where you improve. I've learned that from Apex, which it might sound a little stupid, but from Apex Legends, I've played, I don't know, 700 hours in the past, a couple months. And I have improved drastically at the game. I was shit at the game before. Like, actually, just decent. I could maybe get a kill from every 1 to 3 matches, but that's not good. What I call good. I'm a very competitive person. So when I play video games, I'm going to use the same rules as I play video games. I've played 700 hours, and now I manage keep over 1 kill. I've actually now my KD is 1.04. I've got 700 kills on 1 character in this season alone, which is something I was wondering. I thought that was impossible. And so the only way you can make something seem possible and it become possible is by practicing it. If I'm an artist, if I can draw females, then why not practice drawing females? That's it. There's no other thing. Study from reference, do countless hours of drawing, but at the end of the day, just understanding the basics will help me improve. And so like that, we have the shape of that right there. So this should be a turtleneck. We have, by going by the negative space, like that, we have the hair that is coming around here. Yeah, and that ends around there. Yeah, we're just gonna erase the full back of the head. See, this is what I mean by I can't draw females at all. The female gender is complicated. Said every artist, I'm probably sure some people struggle, some people don't struggle. It just depends. I'm struggling a lot right now. And some people struggle drawing males, but I don't struggle drawing males because, yeah, I've studied them longer. I just managed to understand it more. I understand how to draw males more than I do females, which is not exactly normal, but it is not exactly a bad thing. It's just I'm improving at my own pace, which is doing alright for me. And so if we're trying to get this as a black polo, black turtleneck. Well, I was just thinking of another type of thing. And the eye, actually, one circle, we have the eye. So the feminine face, which one thing I'm realizing is I've done, is I didn't make it soft enough. The face right here is not soft enough. I've drawn, I know I might have a sharper style, but I can't manage to get I know the female features are supposed to be softer, not something like that. I mean, unless you're going for like a style like Tokyo Ghoul, where everything is pretty much not soft. Well, that's not a thing for another day. Yes. I will practice drawing the other eye too. Yes. Yeah, let's do that. Get the eye going there. that. Have the eye going inward like that. This is just a practice. It's not meant to take this long. But the fact that it is taking this long means I find it complicated. Alright, let's do that. I can notice that there's a few parts, so this actually separates into these parts. I'm also starting to study hair, but that is gonna take me a while since I've never been too interested or let's say good at drawing hair. I've always been just drawing scribbles as hair. But every hair has a shape. As I am doing right now, it all leads to a certain point. It all has structure. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, structure. But if I were to do something that, which I did take a lot of inspiration from Tokyo Ghoul. I do love the Tokyo Ghoul art style. One of my favorites. Remember, the ear is small. In anime, it is small. So if I was to draw a smaller ear, it will make it seem a lot more feminine. At least that's what will make it softer, I guess. I know I say I guess again a lot, but that's from what I'm studying at the moment. And if I were to draw something like that, and here we have a basic female sketch, which work. Oh, I'm gonna write this right here. Like more female faces. But just by doing this, we don't have a random. We have a more of a structured page, as you guys can see from the stream. So if I were to go and I guess we can not ink this actually, not yet. I do not feel like inking. At least not tonight. Maybe if you guys want to see a stream where I'm inking. Or we can use a ballpoint pen and practice that. I was also learning about law about values, which I forgot practice today actually. Values is something we practiced very briefly, but now that I realize is that yeah, we get taught, but we need to practice a lot of things at home. They're not going to tell us when to practice it, you know, which is something I have not been doing. We're going to just do that, and here we have a sort of box. I thought to go with my liner, right? Here would be the darkest plane. Here's where it will have the most contrast. So, like that. Just get that right there. This whole plane will have to be dark. Yeah, but like that, we have more structure. And here we just go with a basic cross hatching. Because here it's supposed to have the most contrast, so that's why it's supposed to be like the light hits around this plane of the face. Just by doing this is I'm practicing the value. Well, I mean, here I'm doing it in the wrong way. I can already visibly tell. But more contrast where the light is. More contrast. Where is. Okay. Now that we have that established, like that. Here we can maybe reduce a little bit of the opacity. There's normally supposed to be one plane of the whole entire sketch that is, you know, normal, as in like just one type of hatching. Now this is how we separate it, right here. We're doing this basic separation. And there we go. That is basically how I understand the values work. Is that the contrast is at this point. Contrast. All right. I mean, I'm really enjoying this stream. I'm happy I did this. I don't know how long I've been streaming for, but should be about an hour. Yes. So here we are practicing in traditional, but I will practice in like on my tablets. I don't know if and on my tablets I'll probably do some speed paints, try and do it because I'm not used to this tablet yet. And for any of my French people around here in the stream, n'oubliez pas de vous abonner s'il vous plaît. But okay, here is like some silhouettes that I was working on for a character. As you guys can see, I'm learning a lot of things that I would have never thought in any day in my life I would be learning these things. Right? Here we're gonna take. I would rather use Clip Studio Paint since I'm much more used to that. And there's way more options. Wait, these were quick sketches when I was playing Apex, but I was never practicing them. It's alright. Imagine I was gonna no, I want black. Okay, wait, let me just hold the pencil properly. See, the thing is, it has undo. That's the thing. I don't really it has the undo button, which undo is very useful, right? You don't want to restart here, but it gives you too much option to restart, so I don't recommend actually using it as often, at least when you're beginning. When someone has experience, they will and I'll probably use this tablet maybe to like break down. I use this tablet for mostly school and watching movies, because this has an amazing screen since the 12.5 inches. Not 12.1, I think, right? 5. But it is the 12.1. I do know it's 12 inches. So let's see. We have the sketch. We have the art. We have the one thing I should also focus more on is progressing on my skeletal drawings, as in where I draw the cylinder, the shapes first, instead of worrying about the details, which should be actually saving much more time. It saves me way too much time, so negative spaces like that. Negative space is like that here. So here you don't have much negative space, but you do have. So here it's actually a very little negative space. So if we were to compare, the arm is actually right here. The arm is actually right here, which is like pretty small. But we're trying to make the features more feminine. Rounding the chin, which here this is not supposed to be showing so much. Like that. We have our structure like that. We have our structure like that, which is number 1. See, you can see much more of like the sketch when but I'm not sure if you guys can see this in stream. It's not pretty obvious what I'm doing right now, but trust, it's just to get like my head reset from a little bit of traditional. So, even though because I do not like looking at my art too much. Otherwise I do forget how and everything, you know. And here we have our basic sketches. If I were to take the erasing tool like that. And basically we have 2 versions of the same sketch. That is a female from my sketchbook, and here she is much more refined. I've understood more forms here than there. So like, if we were to take a screenshot, and I'm going to take a photo of all this in about 5 minutes, because I think this is where I'm going to end the stream. Couldn't do much more than this tonight. I do still have to take a shower, and it is already 2 a.m. as you guys can see. I am more of a night type of person, so expect my streams to be at night majority of the time, or late in the afternoon. But I am trying to get back, so you won't see more frequent streams. You'll maybe see one stream here now and there and stuff like that. But from what I'm liking, I love this page. I just love this page. Like, this page, nothing really stands out. I left a lot of it empty. but nothing of it really stands up. I'm going to start like increasing the size of my sketching and stuff like that, because it's easier when you increase everything in size and then decrease it in size, because then you already know where the details is, what you can leave and what you can't. But here I was practicing negative. We have. I'm happy of how much I've progressed, and yeah, I will keep all the sketches. I'm going to take a photo of this in the digital sketch. Did I do it on Procreate or did I do it on Clip Studio? Probably did it on Clip Studio where, yeah, she's much more beautifully presented right there. She is much more like accurately also. She's way better presented here than she is in the on my sketchbook, because here it shows how much I can present her. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't see anything else needing to be improved. And do you guys want me to do one last sketch before? Actually, let's do one more sketch. I don't like leaving that empty space, because I was going to end the stream here, but at this point might as well go for the full on sketch. Right here we're trying to get everything in, and so this is where I think I can do more of a what's it called, of a study. So like we're going to go for more of a foot study, and so like after understanding, so I already have the thing, foot construction. I'm still trying to learn the feet, then the hands will be probably my final type of boss, I guess. Now this is what I like to see, is where you can people break down the foot already for you, which after it's for you to put it in your own methods and everything like that. But like this, we have seen many of these reference photos in school, and this is how I was recommended to break down, which it does work. So yeah, like that. We're gonna give it more of a form. So the back piece, which will be here, wait, we're gonna add something like that. Okay, that will give me a more of a prominent guideline. More of a prominent. I'm still learning. I think it's better I start learning backgrounds actually more than I do anatomy. Anatomy, I enjoy already learning it, and I'm pretty advanced in it. But it is more in backgrounds where I am severely lacking compared to my class. And yeah, that's one area I would also love to improve on my own. I guess the next part of why I'm supposed to improve is my perspective. So we're gonna. I don't know if I should color it. I don't even know how I'm going to color it. I guess we're going to. I'm just going to put studies. Foot anatomy studies. Foot anatomy studies. Okay, and so now if I were to go even now, I'll just take my kneaded eraser, go on it lightly like that. And like that, I can already see a little bit of a foot. You have the black part. Yeah, I see it now. And so this will all come with due time, but it's just breaking it down, right? So I like to break it down actually into triangles first. Okay. Now if I were to go with this under, just erase it completely. Let's go like that. This is just to know where I'm going to place the stuff, and then after that I'll actually put that. There's a lot of what's it called, foreshortening happening in this one, as in what you can see and what you can't. Just really cool. I enjoy that. This is like more of a bean shape, or not actually, not bean, but something. It's a something shape, like an oval. I should find some colors, and then like tomorrow when I'm doing like more of my sketches, which every day, you know, keep up the practice. I will have more for my portfolio soon also. If I continue working like this, like my sketchbook just becomes sexier by the day. Wow. I mean, not to say anything, but yeah, so this should be the side, front, and we're going to try the back. I also don't want too much of a sharp type of art style, as in that will make it seem unnatural. Like, okay, not unnatural, because you have like Gege Akutami, right? Creator of Jujutsu Kaisen. And he has much of a sharper type of art style. Like you can see his lines are sharp, accurate, and stuff, which is not something most people would notice. But yeah. Let's see, we're gonna go like that. But that's one thing I did notice from his work, is that his type of way of doing it is not my type of way. I don't want too sharp, but not too soft either. Softer, and I'm already going into like slice of life and stuff like that, which is not a industry. I'm not saying slice of life is bad, but it's not the way I want to work. Yeah, but by doing this, I'm already getting confident lines. That's why I like confidence. I've been practicing one line or like two lines, or just as very few lines as possible. That's already like helping me a lot. And here we have the back. I like to take notes on my drawings. That's actually like the way I keep myself in check. As in, when I do mistakes, I write down what those mistakes are directly, fix them obviously, but I go directly into working on the mistakes, and that's basically what, yeah, it's all about. Now I'm gonna start working like some artwork somewhere on this vacation. Definitely soon because I need to do all my homework for the start of like classes again. But yeah, I'll do all of them, and I'll keep you guys updated. Yeah. So this is where I'm gonna leave you guys on the stream. In case you guys want a close, actually maybe you guys a little bit closer view. So here we have the feet that I've just drawn, the tiny heads that I drew, the box with the values up like outdated, the pose, which is like was one of the biggest things, so I don't doubt you guys saw that. And the first pose we did as a warm up. And for the other side of the sketchbook, ignore my messy desk, but was this. We also have a cool eye there that was done in a few seconds. But this is where we were applying the what I wanted to improve on. This is where I accept the poses are good, but here everything is just better. And so yeah, but now that you see it, it's how it will work. This is how I will work from now on. Alright, so this is where I'll leave you guys in the stream. Please follow me on my other social platforms, and yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.